Hey folks, Pastor Greg here. Lots of things happened during COVID, but one of the things that I noticed that was very disheartening for me were the number of people who now think that if they just watch someone on TV or on their computer, phone, whichever, that by doing that makes them a part of a church. A favorite verse for a lot of people is Matthew 18, verse 20. There we read, "For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, I am among them." So that's a beautiful verse, a wonderful promise that Jesus made here to his followers, that when they are in agreement on a matter of prayer, he is there with them. But some people have misinterpreted that verse to say that they don't have to be a part of a church because as long as they are with someone else, then they are a church. But that's not what Jesus said here. Just because a couple of people are together, that doesn't make them a church in God's eyes. So what does make something a church? Is it just the building? Is it a church if they have Sunday school or a youth group or women's ministry? What makes something a church? Paul painted a beautiful picture for us to help us better understand what exactly makes up a church. He likened the church to a body. Here's what Paul wrote in Romans 12, verses 4 to 5. He said, "Now as we have many parts in one body, and all the parts do not have the same function, in the same way, we who are many are one body in Christ and individually members of one another." You see, when you are by yourself, you are not a body, you're a body part. And it's when multiple parts are brought together, that's what makes the church the body. I don't mean to be gross here or anything like that, but what would your reaction be to seeing a body part just somewhere? Obviously, there would be feelings of disgust, of shock, but sadness too. And I think for a lot of people, that's maybe the thing that they don't realize that they're experiencing or that people have towards them when they're just a body part that's separated from the rest of the body. Sadness. Because we miss you, and because if you're not a part of a church, then that church body isn't operating at its full strength. See, we all need to be a part of the local church body. And I invite you then to come and see all that the church can and should be, and how you can be blessed as you rediscover this church.